And there are some useful applications of using the P2P network. For example, we can share the electronic device between the computers, like the printer or the modem. We can connect small groups of users and enable them to join a particular network for easier communication. And also, we can set up remote office or other sites that use the internet to connect the site to our local area network or WAN, so that the idea of working at home is no longer impossible. And although P2P networks bring us numerous advantages, there are still potential risks in manipulation. One of them is the violation of the copyright law. Since we can transmit information more conveniently by means of the P2P networks, the exchange of music and the files become a common practice. When people exchange those copyrighted properties, they can then be viewed as committing the copyright infringement. And for the users of intellectual property, especially the music industry, this kind of illegal file sharing causes great economic loss today. And apart from that, we may incautiously download some malicious software when using the P2P programs. And in the P2P file sharing, it is hard to ensure every user is honorable. Some of them may use the interface as a medium to spread some viruses. In this situation, the P2P software comes up with a bundle of malware and spyware. And when people download files from the P2P network, they may download the malware as well. And this malware will eventually accommodate in users' computers and disable the normal functions. And for nearly all the P2P networks, there is no central location to store files or check whether the files are legal or virus-free. That means after you search out a file, no one can confirm if it is safe or legal to download. Therefore, additional responsibility falls on users to determine which are not against the copyright law or risky computing. In reality, there are different kinds of free P2P software available on the internet, and they will not cost any money to download or to install, but very often they are flashing advertisements popping out occasionally after installation. And this may not be appealing to users, and they are likely to disturb their daily computing. Yes. And finally, in spite of the fact that P2P techniques give us a higher quality of life by easing the exchange of information, we should not be over-reliant on it, as there are still many potential risks. While we are using the P2P programs, we should always be vigilant and self-controlled. And there are things that we could do, like to set up the firewall to prevent spyware attacks, or not to download the property that has been protected by the copyright law. As we all use the P2P programs properly, the best outcome of P2P techniques can then be achieved.
Now, let us introduce two commonly used P2P file sharing software, BitTorrent and PPLive. BitTorrent is decentralized P2P distribution of content which uses the upload bandwidth of each individual who is downloading of the content, and those who have downloaded to transfer the content. From its start in 2001, BT has grown to one of the major forces in the Internet. It is estimated that about 1/3 of the Internet traffic are used by BT. There are present over 50 million torrents are active and several petabytes of content associated with those torrents. Unfortunately, the use of BT to illegally distribute copyright content has overshadowed BT's advantage in the distribution of legal content. BT use a principle called tag for tag. That means that in order to receive file, you have to give them. To start using BT, you have to download a torrent file first. For example, from some website, and then it is interpreted by your BT client software. A torrent file contains metadata about the file that is made downloadable, including their name, size, and checksum of all pieces in the torrent. Having the torrent file, BT client software then communicate with Tracker to find other users running BT client software that have a complete file. Seed, which means a source that has the entire file available, and those with a portion of the file. Here we use the term swarm to refer all the peers sharing the same torrent. The tracker helps the client software track pieces of the file you want with other computers in the swarm. Your computer receives multiple pieces of the files simultaneously, and you are downloading the pieces of file. You are also uploading them to other peers who need the parts you are receiving. If you continue to run the BT client software after your download is complete, other can receive torrent file from your computer. Your future download rate improves because you rank higher in the tag for tag system. One of the most popular programs to watch TV via internet is a Chinese software called PP Live. PP Live, which is a peer-to-peer streaming video network, was created in Hangzhou University of Science and Technology. It is a part of new generation of P2P application that combines P2P and Internet protocols television, called P2P TV. In a P2P system, each other, while downloading a video stream, is also simultaneously uploading that video stream to other users, thus contributing to the overall available bandwidth. Usually, there is a few minutes delay between the arriving stream and the sources. The video quality of the channel usually depends on how many users are watching. The video quality is better if there are more users. They are similar to P2P file sharing software. The architecture of many P2P TV networks, including PP Live, can be viewed as real-time version of BitTorrent.
So finally, we're going to talk about the future of P2P. In fact, P2P streaming will be the major trend in the world. Unlike traditional video streaming, P2P streaming allows a media server to initiate the video delivery to an initial group of client computers and enable them and other client computers to share the video contents without using the server's bandwidth. So, more the simultaneous connections, more the bandwidth cost saves things. For the ever-growing social media arena, this simple formula allows ordinary people can readily share massively scalable video content with others worldwide at a minimum cost. So that means playing and downloading can occur simultaneously. And in fact, P2P will also become more social. Some P2P file sharing software, including BT, has reduced social interaction to a mathematical formula. Users just upload bits to others in order to get good download rates and let it up to torrent sites to facilitate the community. But in fact, some software have been really good at enhancing the social function. For example, PP Live, it provides a lot of social functions built in, such as social networking services, Twitter-like chatting, and live chatting while watching the program. So that's all for our presentation. I hope you will have a brief understanding of what is P2P.